All right, testing everyone. I tested and we should be good to go. I have my 1.5-year-old playing in the black floor in the background. If you hear that, Tim, can everyone hear me okay? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, great. Awesome. Give everyone another minute or two. Try to get to our magic 13 number today. Can't decide if I want to do any scholarships for alchemists because I don't know. Would someone want a scholarship in alchemists? Not sure. Ooh, here we go. Reroll. Weak. The 48 HP though. We got to do that again. We got to go again. We got to go again. Oh, 30 attack. That's gotta go with that. Gotta go with that. Well, okay. Well, thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate you being here on a Monday. It's always a very busy day for people. I got a pretty quick one today, but I am going to be giving out scholarship rentals. So let's do the first one. Let's go ahead and get that one on the market here. This was Woody, 46, 5, 23. A little weak. Let's re-roll this main first one. See if we can get him up there. Oh, 11. Jeez, not good. 31. All right, we'll leave it at 31. All right, so we're gonna rent this one out. Yes, minimum rental. He is live. There we go. All right, so that's the first one. We'll be doing 10 today, and I'll do the next one in a few minutes. Again, thank you everyone for being here. Let's get the script so I go everything in order this time. The first thing is the October Reign of Power Sprint is Fridays and Tuesdays at 8 p.m. UTC. So set that for your schedules. There you go. So let's see, 8 p.m. UTC. That's 4 o'clock. Friday, I can never do Fridays. Tuesday, I can do though. So let me go set that on my calendar. Uh, Reign of Power Sprint on Tuesday at 4 p.m. That's set there. Great. All right. All right. The next thing is it'll be a 90-minute comp. It'll start this Friday. So that's cool. There will be a Halloween event with new content at the end of the month. Yes, you've seen some leaks on that with the Rat King and tons of lore being created behind the scenes too. Shout out to our lore staff and team. Let's see. Like I said, I can't decide. I mean, I guess I could also rent out these players too, right? All right. Probably just doing heal on all these gestures. All right. Next thing up is the um, rentals are live, as you see. Battle Pass is required to put up the NFTs for rent. You are not required to have a Battle Pass to borrow. So that's how we're going to start pushing DAU up. We're going to start doing some marketing and tweeting and telegramming and putting out there. We're probably going to do like random, hey, who's here? Who wants a free NFT rental? Tell your friends. If you bring a friend kind of thing, we'll give you an extra one. But I think I've allocated close to 500 NFTs between me and another whale. And I haven't approached the rest of the whale group, but we want to get out as many of those as possible and get people, playing and enjoying the game, earning some money, bringing in some more DAU. The lender sends the daily rental price, the rental price. Let's go ahead and rent another one out here. Let's just finish this guy up. Kind of been using Christmas items, I think, the general package for my rentals here. So let's rent this out. and you can do between 1 and 500 truffles per day. I'm doing all these minimum costs, and that second one there. So rolling right along. Love it. I've been waiting for this for years. Finally have it. So pumped. All right. I'm checking messages. If anybody has messages, just if I don't answer, ping me again. Um, the rented characters can be used for fights and explore modes. The lender equips the gear onto the character before putting up for rent, and the borrower cannot change the gear. So as that's what I'm doing here is I'm getting them all set up. And again, I haven't decided if alchemists are good to rent out or not. Let's get jesters. I think are good. Um, everything else is probably solid, but I don't know if alchemists are going to be good to rent out. Let me do one at the end just to okay. So the borrower can level up, but cannot level down or rebirth or reroll stats. So I'm doing mainly 20 levels. I should probably do some lower levels for my scholars. So that's something I'll look into. Oh wow, I'm out of Christmas items. Well, gotta figure that out now. Either party can stop the rental agreement at any time. If the borrower stops the agreement, the NFT goes back into the rental pool. If the lender stops the agreement, the NFT is returned the following day. So that's great. Um, the leprechaun, the NFT's owner is still used to calculate that leprechaun reward. So, working with someone that has a lot of token and a lot of NFTs has a benefit there. So the whales should be leaned on a little bit there. The lender and the borrower split the truffle drop 50-50. So it's an automatic split 50-50. No cost to the borrower. And you can make money with no investment. So Roy boys, that's the instant ROI. All right. So there you go. 9 people. Thank you all for being here. Almost to 13. Let's see if we get a couple more pop in. But any questions so far? Not going to be a long one. The last couple have only been 30 minutes because I'm actually can't really say a lot. UEarn has got me under kind of non-disclosure as we discuss what's going on there. And then the development team is rolling out. I mean, they're just killing it. I mean, we've come out with new content, new features. We've had autoplay, battle pass. I mean, huge stuff is happening. New content for Halloween. New content's being created with the lore. The bosses are being tested. We're talking to an influencer that is not a shill. He's a good guy, and we may do a boss for him where he'll have a skin and he'll push to his audience to come. What did you miss? I'm late. Philemon. I can run through it again really, really quick. Let's get another character. Let's do some rerolls though. That's the funnest thing in the world, right? 5%, 52. I got to reroll this experience. 49. There you go. Bada boom, bada bing. 52 defense is kind of weak, but not bad. Okay, yeah. So, and I'm gonna make it short, Philemon, so you don't have to listen to much. Hey, 10 people, great, double digits, shooting for 13. Let's go. But I can probably roll now with a priest. I like to do the talisman just to really beef up, but that's got a 5%, so that's kind of weak, right? Let's re-roll that. Nowhere to go but really up, right? There we go. Boom. There we go. We'll take that. I don't know if that's a great decision, but I like beefing up their health points. But yeah, Philemon, we're giving out. We got 7 more rentals to rent out here, and we're just walking through how you do it. You can set up 100 to 500 on the truffles list for rent, and we were talking about how the split is 50-50 between the person renting and the rentor. And the leprechaun is calculated on the NFT owner's stats. So you want to, try to align yourself with somebody that has a decent amount of token. Another reason to buy the token. Uh, Either party can start the rental agreement at any time. If the borrower stops the agreement, the NFT goes back to the rental pool. If the lender stops, it just returns back to them. You don't have to have a battle pass to borrow NFTs. You can use fights and explorers. You can't change equipment. The lender has to set that up. So you have to have good communication between you and your lender. The borrowers can level up the players, but can't rebirth or reroll stats. You will have to have a battle pass to rent out the NFTs. and there will be Halloween and new content at the end of the month. Lore is being really, really fleshed out. I hear there's like double-digit pages of lore that is being created with art. So our lore is really coming around. The last thing filling in was the October Reign of Powers are going to be Fridays and Tuesdays at 8 p.m. UTC, 90-minute cops starting this Friday. And I will be at the Tuesday one. So if you beat me, maybe we'll do. I'm gonna start doing random NFT give outs because and rentals, kind of like Turtle does with free items. But we're just gonna do rentals, and I've secured about 500 rental spots so far, which I think would be enough for pretty much everyone in the field that doesn't have any. But we really want to start recruiting, and I'm going to guilds and saying, "Hey, come get some free money." I mean, they may get the token and dump it. That's volume. That creates tax. It creates volume on the chart. With Ethereum ripping up and the whole market at all-time highs, we kind of have a nice hedge here. The token can just stay flat if Ethereum goes up. Obviously, double downside if Ethereum goes down, but that's what we've done with our pair. So let's see. Where do I look for potential rent? Yeah, Madukri is right. The marketplace, then scholarship tab. We'll be able to swap truffles for champs. Yes, absolutely. That's all we're doing from here on in. And then remember, more token gets you more ownership in the company. This is a CTO project. The token is the governance program, and it's also the revenue share controlling of content. And the goal is for champs to partner with YouEarn, generate revenue through monetization of human capital, which is your data, your attention, surveys, all that good stuff. Kind of like Swagbucks 2.0 with AI. And then we want to turn this into an income generating business. The players will become owners. The studio will basically pay out developers and people that are working for the community in token, give them more ownership, try to bring people in that don't want to sell. Get our tokens fully circulating. I saw Immutable has their last distribution of like 1.5%, and Immutable's been holding up well and doing well, outperforming the market. So I think you're going to see. I've been telling everyone January 26, first quarter, second quarter 26. I think we're going to have some macro craziness. I mean, the market's hitting all-time highs, so it's kind of counterintuitive, but a lot of yield stuff going on in the bond markets. Japan's yield, 30-year yield, just hit an all-time high. So you're going to see a lot of that stuff hitting in the headlines. But I still think crypto comes out flying way ahead with the money printer going burr. And then eventually gaming is going to be the main use case of crypto. And we already see that gambling is the main use case of crypto. Let's be honest with ourselves. That's what's, the poly market effect. And, even Coinbase is getting into predictive markets. And if you read any futurist novels, that's exactly what the humans. Hey, 12 people. Fantastic. Almost up 13. If you read any futurist novels or tech, that's really what humans turn out to do in the future is how good are you at predicting the future better than AI? I mean, that ultimately becomes the use case for humans. And if anybody knows the true history of the Matrix, the Matrix was not the original script was not humans turned into batteries for biodigital or biomechanical or bioengineering energy. Any of that that actually doesn't make sense. You could use pigs or cows or any other mammal way more efficiently than a human. But what humans were used in the original script was the ability to create original thought, dynamic thought, randomness. Humans are really good at randomness, and machines are actually not good at random. If y'all know anything about machines, random number generation is actually a misnomer. It's very, very methodically a pattern. But don't want to get into that because that's above my head and my pay grade. But what I'm telling you is get good at prediction markets, get good at gaming. I think that's where your universal basic income is going to go in the future, pretty much. So, pass only special loot box. Yeah, I mean, guys, we're listening to the community. I mean, I think we've fulfilled almost 85% of what JJ and the community gave in our report. They drew up like a 10-page report, handed it to us. We've brought in everyone on staff now as a community member. There are no developers that aren't holders. There's no one getting paid a salary. No one's here just for a check. Everyone that's working on this project is here because they want more token and they want to be a part of a game that is sustainable. And I mean, we've paid out over $400,000 in almost 3 years. I don't know many games that can say that, and we're still in business. Our GAU is down in the low mid hundreds. That's fine because it's real. That's the thing. Everyone's like, your DAU is so low, and I'm like, yeah, but it's actually real people. That's my 1.5-year-old singing in my laugh. If you guys hear that, I apologize. But yeah, any questions? Let's give out another rental here. Let's do another one. And does it? Do y'all think I should do alchemists? Rent them out as or alchemists? Good to rent out. Does anybody want to give me any idea on that? What a beauty that guy is. I don't know if I want to rent him out. My goodness. Here's a rental. Let's do this one. My scholar plays every character. Very cool. So you're saying I should do alchemists? My child is grabbing my microphone now. Stop, baby. Um, Interesting. Okay, so here is another guy, 48. Oh wow, 30 attack, 48 HP. Wow. What a good one to rent out here. Let's give this guy some gear and get him out in the field. All right. Well, we'll do also a 5-minute warning. Any questions? Does anyone have any questions for me? Or you have Madukri, the lead dev, on here. If you have any questions for her, any feedback, her and her team have been absolutely crushing it. And as I mentioned, me personally, I've been taking care of all the server costs. The treasury of the company has not been touched. We have not spent a dime in 3 months, and we're actually revenue positive. We brought in $1,000 in tax from the token, and Madukri sent me the spreadsheet a couple days ago. We're actually revenue positive. Um, Kind of easy to do, I guess, with no costs, right? But again, we have agreements with a couple advertisers, and they're going to be covering the server costs once I turn that over. So once we turn that on, they'll reimburse me in the sense, as a human, I don't want to go negative, but obviously I'm all in on the project and we'll do anything to support it. Now, I don't see any personal questions. I don't see any in the chat. I think this is the fourth or fifth thing I've rented. I'll go look in a minute. But let's keep getting these out there. Here's another one. This for rent. Ace Guardian here. Wow, that's a beauty. 6 regen. Oh, the max HP is a little weak. Got to re-roll that. Let's see what happens. Come on now. Boo. Boo. Let's re-roll again. 34. I'll take it. Anything over halfway, kind of a win. But yeah, thank you all so much. Let's do a 3-minute warning, and we're going to wrap this up. Again, we're having a Halloween event at the end of the month. That's the next big news. Reign of Power starts on Friday. I would just say I would start paying a little more attention to Reign of Power. We're going to start, we want to bring in people to play the game for free, give them scholarships, but we also want them to get some token. So we're discussing ways to get our free to play players token, because I don't want to get too far into it, but you're gonna want a little token. We're driving use cases for the token, and um, we want people to be able to access the token without buying it, because again, we want people to come in, see the community, and begin playing. So um, I hope I'm not saying anything incorrect there. Someone got a leprechaun during the AMA. Fantastic. I mean, we're still giving out so much money. Um, I don't know. Maybe there's other games doing it, but I don't know any game that's paying out like we are without grinding 8 hours a day. I mean, I'm not going to mention names, but there's a lot of games out there you can make a couple bucks a day, but it's going to be a negative exchange, in my opinion. So whatever. There's another one. 623, not bad. Rent out. All right, so let's go see how many I've rented. Go over to the marketplace. Rent it out. That's only showing 3. Oh, do I have listings that no one's touched? Fantastic. Oh, great. Cool. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 10. So I got 10 out. Let's do one more, because I promised I would do 10 today. And I guess we'll do an alchemist, right? Let's do an alchemist. 6 regen, 26 attack. That's pretty sick. It's a pretty sick guy right there. And love the coloring. Just, yeah. Let's see. Probably just keep a heal going on that. All right. Well, 1-minute warning. Any questions? I mean, we're actually executing pretty according to plan. We want to have everything in line. 13. Yay. We hit our magic number. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Love that. That's the universe listening to us. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap unless there's any questions. I'll rent this last one out, and maybe we'll do one more because I love actually. I'm getting to clean up all of my characters that I kind of were like, 89 defense, 28. Let's re-roll this trait here. 4 region. Ooh, kind of yucky. Yeah, but no use leaving him. Oh, well, I'm gonna rent this one out and we'll call it a day unless I see anyone typing or questions. But see you guys at Rain of Power on Tuesday. I won't be there Friday, but I'll be there Tuesday and I'll be giving out some more NFTs to use. And then also we have Halloween content coming at the end of the month. And that's all I'm allowed to really alpha leak today. Well, thank you all. Thank you, everyone. And see you next week.